Hey everyone, welcome back to the Carnivore Chicks. My name is Patricia and we talk everything health, fitness, and nutrition. And in this video, we're going to be talking about sunscreen. These days, people are getting more and more scared of the sun. People have become so afraid of the sun that there are even articles now that say that you have to wear sunscreen indoors. Some articles have even said, should we block out the sun? Also, wealthy billionaires like Bill Gates are trying to complete studies in order to try to block the sun. Look, I'm all for protecting people from skin cancer and other diseases, but blocking out the sun is not the answer. Every living thing needs the sun to survive. Blocking the sun is just not the answer though. If folks are trying to help prevent skin cancer and protect the environment, let's start by removing items that cause skin cancer and hurt the environment in the first place. So let's talk sunscreen. Sunscreen can cause skin cancer. But before we get into the studies and how, let's think about this. People for all of human history, whether it's evolutionary or biblical, have been in the sun, and primarily in the sun without sunscreen. Skin cancer was all but irrelevant until largely the last 100 years. Within this time, we've used more sunscreen. So what do the studies say? A European study looked at 57 different studies and found that continuous exposure to sun rays, not sunburns, significantly reduced the risk of skin cancer. Sunscreen can wreak havoc on your endocrine system because sunscreen contains several endocrine disruptors. Alright, and please forgive me, I am going to butcher these words. Alright, so they contain benzophenones, 4-methylbenzaldehyde, parabens, octyl-dimethylapaba, and octyl-methocinamate homosolate. Benzophenes are very penetrative. They're the least lipophilic of the most common UV filters, meaning that they can easily absorb through the bilayer of phospholipids of the skin and into the bloodstream. In fact, several studies have even shown that participants in the study tested positive for benzophenones in their urine. Benzophenones are anti-androgenic. Anti-androgens can sometimes be used for a variety of reasons for both male and females, such as treating prostate cancer, treating BPH or enlarged prostate, polycystic ovarian syndrome, gender reassignment therapy, hirsutism, male pattern baldness, and chemical castration. However, these anti-androgen therapies in men can lead to issues with male development and reversal of male characteristics. This can result in reduced libido, testicular atrophy, erectile and sexual dysfunction, reduced muscle bulk and strength, increased fat mass, and changes in the skin appearance. It can block DHT from binding to androgen receptors. This is a strong male hormone. Benzophenones are not good, and if it isn't evident already, it is also xenoestrogenic and can reduce the production of thyroid hormones. If you haven't already, check out what we had to say about the importance of the thyroid here. Speaking of xenoestrogens, 4-methylbenzaldehyde camphor is also a xenoestrogen. Now, if you don't know what a xenoestrogen is, the best way to think about it is like a man-made estrogen mimicking product. So it mimics estrogen. This isn't good for humans because it can stop the natural production of estrogen, which isn't good for males or even females. Yes, men need estrogen too. So back to 4-methylbenzaldehyde camphor. It isn't just an estrogen mimicker, but it also can impair the thyroid. It does so because of its strong connection with the pituitary gland. It elevates TSH and lowers T3 and T4 levels. In fact, for males, hypothyroidism is linked with low testosterone levels. Parabens are in nearly everything. They're moisturizers, candles, soaps, lotions, sunscreens, wax melts, odorizers, and several other products. Parabens are also estrogenic. However, they're not as potent as other ones. It can also suppress testosterone synthesis via the mitochondrial dysfunction. So what can you do to assist with sunscreen needs? At the very least, use organic ingredients. And if you're still not interested in this, then make your own sunscreen. You can do so by getting some coconut oil and mixing it with zinc oxide powder, or if you want a more natural way, you can mix avocado and raw milk together, or mix fresh aloe vera and raw milk together. This should provide some coverage from the sun and prevent some burns. So before we go off blocking the sun, wearing sunscreen indoors, or just wearing sunscreen up the wazoo, let's help our bodies adapt to the exposure of the sun. This can be done by building up your skin's sun tolerance by starting off direct sun exposure at non-peak sun hours and increasing it over time. It can also help to use the natural sunscreen recipes that we provided. Lastly, let's not block the sun and remove toxins to the environment that can impact climate change like factory farming. With that being said, the last thing we need to do is smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm and destroy that subscribe button to get more content like this. And if you haven't already, add us on Instagram. We post there almost daily. See you next time and keep it rebellious.